어디 보자. 자, 이어서 갑시다. 뭐냐? 다음에 할 거는 서브키를 좀 해야겠지? 호그스미드의 스리 브룸스틱스 참된 신부. 스리 워시기가 어디에 있는 거야? 여기네? 야, 여기 퀘스트 왜 이렇게 많니? 자, 일로 갑시다. 업그레이드도 구매해야 돼? 근데 나 업그레이드 살 돈이 있나?
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Let's go.
Glad you came.
안녕, 시로 라이언.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
네, 대화했어요.
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something.
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a
도로시
favor for my friend Dorothy
스프로틀.
Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend, Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old
갖다 줘야 되는
letters
게
and such.
많아. 왜 스프로틀 부인이 위즘웰드 묘약이 필요한 거죠?
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution
이 아줌마
that
되게
has,
등치 커 보였는데
unfortunately,
오늘 보니까
become a necessity.
등치 별로 안 커
What
보이네.
with Ranrock's
원근법인가?
loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
왜 편지 상자가 스프로틀 댁에 있죠?
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings
근데
of a
그때는
teenage witch and
남자였던
her
거
friends.
아니야?
You're welcome to take a peek inside if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
뭐 좋아요.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the
Dorothy.
box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it.
도로띠한테 갑시다.
You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
호그스미드 북쪽에 있다. 어퍼 호그스필드. 도로띠 스프로틀한테 갑시다. 아이씨, 북쪽 수준이 아닌데? 아니구나. 가깝구나. 도로띠. 도로띠.
Ah, Upper Hogsfield.
아,
Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
스프로틀 교수가 아니라 뭐? 여기 있네.
Nice
도로띠.
to see you again, Mrs.
얘가
Sprottle.
도로띠였구나.
Actually, Serona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Serona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love
Thank
of my
you.
life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
호크럼프? 놀랍게도 저에게 호클럼프가 조금 있어요.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
정말
Serona
놀랍군.
also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Serona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk lumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk lumps and collect the box of letters there.
저랑 비슷한 나이였을 때 시루나 씨는 어땠나요?
Serona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
편지 상자엔 뭐가 들어있나요?
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Serona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
뭐 좋아요.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you.
벌써 끝난
I'm
건가?
here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I and the vendors I
또 모아야
have
돼?
would greatly appreciate it.
또 모아야 되나봐. 공구를 찾아 들어가세요.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
What have you done?
가보게. 공중분해. 공중분해 시켜버려서 템을 루팅을 못하는데? 안 들어가보자.
Revelio.
호클럼프 할로우. 뭐야 던전이잖아.
Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Serona's box of letters.
아이고.
Better have a look around. See about the hawk lumps and the box of letters. Ah, that's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio.
편지가 5개나 있네.
Revelio.
뭐야? 내려가면 안 될 것 같아. 못 올라올 것 같아 다시. 쥐들 봐. 개징그러. 아닌가? 내려가도 되나? 내려가 볼 걸. 다시 어떻게든 올라올 수 있지 않을까? 다시 내려가 보자. 다시 돌아가. 이래서 사람은 판단을 잘해야 된다. 인간은 버스와 데스 사이의 초이스라 그러다.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
아야. 눌렀는데 왜 맞아? 아 미친.
Rest easy, my large friend. Revelio.
어디같이. 뭐 이렇게 힘든 애 잡았는데 보상이 이렇게 짜냐? 트로이 점액 몇 개 주고 마는 거야? 아?
Revelio.
실망인데?
Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
뭐야? 시루나에게 여기 처음 도착했을 때 1학년과 저는 달랐죠. 사고가 많았어요. 그리고 집에 가고 싶었어요. 당신 대체 어떻게 하셨던 거죠? 그날 스림 브룩스 구석에 뭉클인 버터맥주랑 어쩌고를 봤는데 그날 잊지 못할 거예요. 호그와트에 왔을 때 얼마나 불안했는데요. 무양마법을 걸어준 것처럼 안도감이 몰려왔어요. 사과 없이도 어쩌고. 학교생활을 마쳐가는 지금 당시 제 모습이 머나먼 얘기 같아요. 당신에게 감사 인사를 드리며 시루나에게 고마움의 뜻으로 너에게 작은 선물로 마법을 만들어봤습니다. 키디치 우승컵을 주셨어요. 당신이 없었으면 레븐클로가 없었을 거예요. 신뢰하는 스루나. 시루나가
This must be Sirona's box of
되게
letters.
저기네.
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back.
근데 나 너무 안 간 데가 많은데? 몰라? 그냥 가자. 에이, 저 상자랑 이런 거 하나도 못 먹었다. 다시 못 돌아가나? 좀 아쉬운데? 괜히 여기부터 왔네. 그러니까 결론은 프로를 무조건 잡았어야 되는 거구나. 여기서 어떻게 갈 수 있지 않을까? 올라가는 건 없나봐. 이것들 깝죽대지 말고 빨리 저리 가. 뭐야, 금지된 숲으로 이어지네?
Revelio.
이게 맞나? 온 김에 인간 좀 사냥하고 가야겠다.
Fringo.
근데 잡종견이 거의 늑대처럼 생겼어.
Revelio.
꽤 멀리 왔네, 그새. 오거스트입니다. 어이, 갖고 왔어. 그래도 착하게 살았구나
Hello,
너.
Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some horklumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew
Oh,
you were the one
thank
to
you.
ask.
어떤 편지가 있었는지 물어봐도
I
될까요?
wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
퀴디시
One of the
선수였어요?
letters mentioned Quidditch practice. Did you play?
이미 다
I
봐버렸군.
did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years.
수색꾼이
Merlin's
수색꾼이
did. I
뭐지?
adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden
스니치
snitch when your
잡는
team's
거.
down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw. We could have cheered them on together.
근데
I saw a letter from someone
그-
named Mirabelle. Is that Professor
수색꾼
Garlick?
퀴디시
It
그거
is.
별로 안 좋아해.
Still one of my dearest friends.
너무 치트키야.
I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind,
결국
especially when it comes to young people.
딴 거 다 필요
We
없고
believe
퀴디시 잡으면
experience
이기는
to be
게임
an
아니야?
invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who
아무리
doubted
운영을
they ever
잘해도
would.
퀴디치를 잡을 수 있는 슈퍼 선수가 있으면 그 게임 이길 수
I
있잖아.
spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
좋아요. 3된 친구. 아. 나 레벨이 25 언제 됐지? 좋아요. 온 김에 그것도 하자. 렌더링이 자꾸 느리게 된다. 빗자루 업그레이드. 이거 하러 갑시다. 바로 앞이지롱. 어이, 빗자루
I've arranged
업그레이드
a special
해줘.
price on the broom upgrade for you. I truly appreciate all of your help.
오, 가속도랑 속도 올린대. 1,000원이네.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
끝이야?
I must tell you, Arthur Vogsmead's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. Thank you again. It may sound ambitious, but
해리
I've
진짜
already begun
닮았다던데.
work on another upgrade, more difficult to perfect than the last.
알고 보니까
I wonder,
해리의 먼
would you be
친척인 거
interested in
아니야?
joining forces again? There's another course near Irondale that Miss Reyes has mastered.
Oh.
If you were to test this first upgrade there, it may help me as I develop the next.
좋아,
Oh, you'll
가줄게.
consider it, won't you?
What more can you tell me about the next course?
It's just a jaunt from here, south of Hogsmeade. Beautiful mountain views. The course was designed to test flyer stamina. Some of your classmates mentioned they were headed there, eager to see what Imelda has in store. A bit surprising, considering many of them expressed reticence at the idea of racing
성격이
against her
더러운가
at
봐.
all. I hope that won't deter you, and you'll give the course a go.
슬리데린
At
출신의
least
걔
think
말하는
on it.
거구나. 좋아요.
Sounds as if you're really outdoing yourself. If I'm able to help, I will.
Thank you. I know this recent success was only the beginning of what I can do for broom flight.
내 돈이
Report back as soon
없어가지고.
as you can, and we'll be off to the races.
알았어, 재촉하지 마. 이멜다 레이에스랑 대화하래. 어디에 있지? 이게 뭔데? 강철꼬리.
It must leave.
Here we are. Mr. Weeks wasn't
얘
wrong
뭐
about
요런
the
데서
mountain views.
경주를 하냐?
If it isn't the fastest Ravenclaw.
Hello, Melda. So, another trial?
Of course it's another trial. And you'd better be taking part.
왜 가소롭다는 듯이 얘기해? 이제 내가 다르게
Does this mean
보이나
you've
봐?
changed your mind about me?
Well, you're a step up from the good-for-nothings who usually challenge me. While they sit around and hope to be the best, I put in hours of practice. No one sets records by wishing for them. And I need strong competition to stay on top of my game. Are you going to try to beat my flying record or not?
날 강력한 경쟁 상대라고 한
Strong
거야?
competition. Could that have been a compliment, Imelda?
Go ahead, believe what you want. Makes no
로딩이 한
difference.
박자 느리게 되냐?
Compliments make people
배경이.
soft. No one goes round telling me I did a fine job. And do I care? No. I say I'm the best, and that's all I need. So please, try to beat my record, 5th year, and don't be disappointed when you lose.
그렇다고 하네요.
I'm ready to fly.
Finally, a decent challenge.
뭐야, 동시에 가는 거야 이번엔? 자, 가봅시다. 살짝 낮게 날아야 돼.
Brilliant! Brilliant!
추월당해버렸다.
Made it!
조졌네. 아이씨.
Excellent! I'd say like that was acceptable. Brilliant! Brilliant!
제발 꼬린. 나쁘지 않았던 것 같은데 한 10조 정도 빨랐던 것 같은데.
You've improved, I must admit.
하.
That was a bloody good run. Be careful. Earn a reputation for talent around here,
재능으로
and
명성을
some
얻어.
people get put out about it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't deny that. But you'll not have the same luck on the
뭐야
South
또
Coast
있어?
course.
난 무해한. 네 재능 때문에 되치울 당한 사람 누구야?
You said your reputation for talent put some people out. Like whom?
If you must know, I've had to deal with jealousy from members of my own house. When we were first years, Nerida Roberts and I spent loads of time on our brooms, pledged to fly every day. As my skill on a broom grew, rapidly I might add, Nerida suddenly didn't have time for flying practice. I tried to give her pointers, but she didn't have the natural ability I did. Clearly, she was
결국 지
jealous.
자뻑이네.
Poor thing spends all her time now dawdling by the lake, obsessed with mer people. Won't even learn to swim.
아, 얘 걔
I
계약이 하는
refuse to downplay
거구나.
my talents
그
to coddle someone
인어
else's fragile
통역사인가?
ego.
그거 하고 싶어 하는 애.
Anyway, I need to ready the next course.
예전에 걔 캐스트도
Stop by when it's
깼었죠.
ready, if you can
이게
handle
또
it.
이렇게 이어지네.
We'll see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down. Rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial, if you don't lose your nerve.
이제 얘도 슬슬 즐기는
To
것
race
같은데?
this course again, visit the podium with the leaderboard,
안
where
해.
you can start the race and check your time.
기록이나 보자. 아니 루비 위엘 뭐야?
Another successful flight. I should let Mr. Weeks know.
자, 호그스미드로 갑시다. 어디지?
Who needs keys when you know hello? Back from your latest flight? I want to hear all the particulars.
좋은 소식이에요. 위크스 아저씨 업그레이드된 빗자루로 아이언테일 코스에서 신기록을 세웠어요.
Good news, Mr. Weeks. With your upgrade, I was able to set a new record at the Irondale course.
Brilliant! I knew
Brilliant.
the upgrade had fantastic potential. How did your broom feel?
It rides well. Does get a tad shaky at top speed, and the handle wobbles a bit when I hit a strong gust of wind.
Ah, yes. I see. I think I know how to address that. Thank you. I owe you one.
If it means another upgrade, the pleasure's all mine.
You sound as determined as I am to improve broom flight. It's a joy to have a collaborator like yourself. If I'm right, and I do hope I am, you'll be hearing good news from me soon.
좋아요.
Thank you again, truly.
엎드리 앞에.
Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
아델라이드 오크스. 이거 뭐야? 추야. 호그와트네.
Your brain doesn't fill up. You're entitled to your...
If it isn't the treasure.
애들이 왜 내 뒷담 까는 거 같냐?
Revelio. Lumos.
아 이거구나. 이거 아직도 못 듣겠어. 멀지 않을 텐데 좀. 못 찾겠단 말이지. 자, 아델라이드 오크스랑 대화해봅시다. 후플
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
후플 출신인가?
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumors that goblins
이제 한
may have
중후반
been involved.
되니까 란록
I'm
이름이 되게
fearing the
많이 나와.
worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
나도
I
걱정이야.
think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he
내가
can handle
후드를 패줄게.
himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear,
같이
you're
가자는 얘기는 안
almost
하네.
as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
삼촌께서 하신다는 고블린 관련 일에 대해서
Has your
알려줄래?
uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot. Insisting the
아니, 손왜
galleons
이렇게
were
쉬어?
worth the risk. He does it for me.
땅 꺼지겠다,
Between
땅
robes and
꺼지겠어.
supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair
아,
sickle.
호그와트 학비가 비싸?
And besides that, Uncle
아,
Roland
그래?
has expensive taste.
그건
He's
몰랐네.
sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
아니 그러면은
I take it you and your uncle are close.
자식 막 7-8명씩
My mother died when I was
호그와트
born.
보내는 위즐리
and I
가문은
lost my
대체
father
뭐 하는
when I was
가문이야?
5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
내가
I'll try
알아볼게.
and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping. Notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps.
또 죽어 있는 거
In fact,
아니야?
in his last
죽어
will,
있고
he drew
또
me a
장부만
map of
남아
his
있는
next
거
stop.
아니야?
He planned to set up camp north of here.
이런
I do
기록을 많이
hope you're able
남기는
to find out where he
애들은
is.
가보면 죽어 있는
Thank you
경우가 많아.
again for any help you can provide.
좋아요. 가봅시다.
Oh, Uncle Roland.
어디 보자. 로랜드 오크스의 야영지를 찾읍시다. 이름도 오크 같은 이름이구만. 어디 보자. 자, 오크스의 야영지 찾기.
I may go to Hogsmeade later, stir up some trouble. They need to be reminded that...
Could this be Mr. Oakes's campsite? Ranrock's
What have we here? Not quite.
아이고. 아이씨.
Easily diverted. Oh, you think you're so clever. You can't.
아, 렉 뭐야 이거? 렉 왜 이렇게 걸려?
I won't rest until you're dead.
Now, to find out what happened here. Mr. Oakes's trade
안록의
journal.
수아를 만나는데 동의했지만 어쩐지 기분이 찝찝하다. 녀석들은 요청을 변경했고 내가 질문했더니 화를 냈다. 녀석들이 고블린어로 꾸며대는 계획을 조금 엿들었다. 구멍 뚫기 적합한데 희귀금속 광산을 찾는 중이다. 변덕스러운 이 녀석들을 더 자극했다간 큰일이 날 것 같아서 이 거래를 진행하려고 했는데 타협안이 나올 수도 그렇지 못할 수도 있겠지 라고 하네요.
Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades,
뭐야, 이게?
maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me
이걸
to
뭐
them.
따라가야 돼 또?
Confringo! Revelio!
아 이거 왜 렉 걸리냐? 아, 컴퓨터 산지 얼마 안 됐는데 벌써 컴퓨터가 마탱이가 갔나? 이러지마 제발. 비싼 돈 주고 컴퓨터 산 보람이가 없잖아.
Revelio.
한번 여기 들어가 봅시다.
Mr. Oakes's trade journal. I should investigate.
이게 다야? 그러면 장부 어딨지? 강 따라서 왼쪽으로 가가지고 무슨 천막 같은 데서 좌회전. 그럼 뭔가 강을 따라 가야 되는데? 요 강인가 보다.
Revelio.
That seems like a quiet. Come out before I find you. Don't be a prick. Want him murdered? I'll check your pockets after you're dead. I'll get that goblin elf back. Hopefully by rummaging your corpse. It isn't.
Revelio.
No.
One less poacher in the wizarding world.
마법 세계의 밀려본이 줄었대.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
지금 장비보다 좋은 건 잘 안 나온다.
What do you have in store? A rock formation. That's the first landmark on this map. Now, to find the crooked tree. Ha! Ha! Reparo. Revelio. Reparo. Revelio. Reparo. No, it's a crowd.
원리는 이거 너무 짜다. 10개나 해야 돼.
Revelio.
뭐야 이거? 안 보여. 나 이 벽 따라 쭉 가면 되겠지?
Revelio.
이것도 확 불태워버린다.
I'm sure it'd be harder to kill a moon calf. Thought we'd forget about that goblin hell you stole. Don't trust.
Revelio. The pieces of the
동물이 안전해졌대. 여기 아닌가? 대충 이런 천막이 있었는데 지도에.
Revelio.
다시 보자. 가서 요런 천막 같은데 가기 전에 좌회전을 했어야 되네. 잠깐만. 요런 거 강 따라서 쭉 오다가 이런 거 보일 때 여기에서 좌회전. 이 근처 아니야?
Revelio.
강 따라 더 가야 되나? 좀 애매하네. 아니 그림만 보고 어떻게 따라가냐고. 뭔가 불이 있고 요건데? 요거 느낌이지. 이 위인가? 내려. 왜 못 내려?
Confringo. Sender. Arresto momentum.
빠르네. 너무 멀리 왔어. 방 아무리 봐도 저 천막인데. 뭐지? 아이고야. 우릉이랑 이 천막 사이.
Revelio.
또는 천막이 또 있나? 근데? 근데 뭘 놓친 거지? 이건가? 여긴가 보다.
Revelio.
나 이걸 놓쳤나봐. 아닌데? 이거 아까 들어갔던 거 같은데? 아닌데? 이거 먹었는데? 아이씨 뭐지? 나 길신가? 근데 저 지도가 너무 불친절해. 아까 여기 멀리네 거시기 했던 데잖아. 방 따라 더 가보자 그럼. 더 이상 강 따라 갈 수가 없어. 잠깐만. 아니 이거 아닌데. 이걸 리가 없잖아.
What do we have here?
뭐야 여긴가?
Ringo!
Don't you back again, I beg you! I can send
여기 여긴가봐.
I may have more luck higher up in the keep. Revelio.
암살 가자.
A ladder. That's what I need. Revelio. Tell us. Revelio.
We're close to a breakthrough. I can feel it.
여기 뒤에 거대한 거 있는데 뭔가?
This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me. Glad I was never locked up here.
Why, there's a grapple. How nice of you to stop by.
Confringo!
This me. Visible. Too slow.
어디 갔냐? 슬라우 이러더니 하늘없어.
If you could best the light
Trevelio.
여긴가? 뭐야? 입장하는 데잖아.
The war is over.
있는 거 싹 다 잡고 가야지.
All the wizards that love.
Leviosa. Accio. Guardium Leviosa.
이걸 어디다 놓는 걸까? 몰라.
I can be used for better things than this so-called scroll.
아 위로 갖고 와야 되나 보다.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
투명 상태로 별거 다 하네. 잠깐만요. 멍청한 녀석. 근데 너무 가까우니까 공격을 못해. 어떻게 하지? 대시도 안 보이는 데 갔어. 아 쉐를 드럽게 많네.
Fringo, Expelliarmus! Fringo! Expelliarmus! Fringo!
아! 그만 맞아라.
Fringo!
잠깐만 안 보여. 색깔이 안 보여 색깔이.
Fringo!
아 잡았다.
Revelio!
고작해봐야 얻는 건
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
무한 조끼 제목.
Revelio!
놈 더 남았는데?
This castle's hiding all sorts of secrets.
강력 좀 해봐.
You're weak, human. You call that? I won't
뭐야?
Revelio!
양배추야 벌써 끝내버렸어? 너네 너무 강한 거 아니야? 양배추 개쎄네? 애용해야겠는걸? 아직도 남아있었어? 강력하다. 그 놈만 어떻게 잡으면 되겠다.
What's going on out there? I've been fighting.
Revelio! Your blood's on Ranrock's hands!
이걸 란록 탓을 한다고? 다 죽여놓고? 아무리 내 캐릭터라지만 인성이 너무... 너 인성에 문제 있니? 다 죽이고 란록 탓하기. 자, 이제 갑시다. 싹 다 쓸어버렸으니까 여유있게 던전을 가봅시다. 크로우 페어.
What will we find in here? Revelio!
뭐야? 저기 있잖아.
The wizards will have no choice but... What was that? Not your best moments, I fear.
Fringo! Fringo!
아 뭐야? 근데
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
아델라이트의 시간이 뭐야?
Revelio!
뚜페파이. 자물쇠.
Alohomora!
알로하모라. 열어.
Revelio.
오. 예전엔 좋은 거 먹으면 막 노래 같은 것도 나오고 그랬던 것 같은데 이게 좋은 게 아닌가? 아이씨 장비 슬롯. 아이씨 장비 슬롯 떼반데. 아이 팔고 올걸. 초록은 부숴야겠다.
Revelio.
야 어디서 왔지? 일로 가면 되나? 일로 가면 되는 것 같아. 적들이 있어.
A human's word is one. This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised.
양배추나 먹어라.
No, that's as bad as the stew.
Vegetables and coconut.
You won't get away with that. You not run away.
양배추나 먹어라.
Vegetation does not belong in battle.
Confringo.
I won't rest until you're dead.
그만 선명. 이 근접하는 거야.
Revelio. You only have Ranrock to blame.
또 란록 탓하는 거 봐라. 다 죽여놓고 란록 탓하기. 이거 식물 되게 세다. 너무 좋은데? 내 데미지가 오르면 식물도 세지나?
Confringo. Revelio.
유젠 웰드 묘약 좋고. 위에 있는 거 어떻게 먹는 거야?
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
보일러가 어쩌고 막 그랬는데 보일러가 어딨다니까? 여기가 길인 것 같아. 적들이 있어. 딴 데부터 가자. 올라가는 게 아닌가?
Revelio.
아이고.
One less human to worry about.
Revelio.
어디로 가고 있는 거야 나?
Confringo. Revelio.
뭐지? 여기 어디지? 아이씨 길 잃었어. 또 어디야? 아니 나 거꾸로 가고 있어. 길을 잃었다. 여기로 왔네.
Revelio.
결국 이 위로 가는 길은 못 찾았네. 이렇게 가는 거구나.
Confringo. Revelio.
Wouldn't mind a bloody job at Gringotts. Suit me, sitting around all day.
들이 막 말하기 시작했는데. 맞아? 이 근처는 뭐 바뀐 게 없는데. 이 자식들 뭐가지 따!
I won't rest. Teach that one me. Pity, not right. That was meant for me.
아이고.
I will.
고블린 학살자, 고블린 슬레이어. 날 고블린 슬레이어라고 불러봐. 뭐 뻥뻥뻥 터지냐? 오크스 살아있다. 내가 살려줄게.
Hello, Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I'm
오크 아저씨.
I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand.
보일러
Where could it
가동했는데.
be? Revelio.
아무가 아닌 뭐가 없네. 일단 보일러 있는 데로 갑시다. 갑자기 노래가 왜 이렇게 평화로워? 지금 적진 한가운데 들어왔는데. 아 이거 문이 열리는구나 이제. 아까 보일러 돌려서 열렸나봐. 덤벼.
Revelio.
Stepping their feet. This is love.
아이고.
I shall avenge your death. That stupid won't
Ah.
get away with that.
your spells glance off of me.
양배추나 넣어. 해줬잖아.
Was that your best? Not quite. Deathly mistake. Stop. I've been fighting since before you were born.
근데 너무 빠르잖아.
Easily
아니 이것도
pity. Not quite.
아 이렇게 빠르네. 아우.
That was meant for me.
아유 짜증나. 장비창 꽉 찼어. 아유.
Revelio.
양배추가 좀 넓은 데는 애들이 멍청해가지고 공격을 잘 못하는 것 같아. 꽉 찼어? 아 정말 짜증이다. 파랑도 갈아야 돼? 아 파랑 가라. 상점 좀 들릴걸.
Revelio.
파랑템을 먹기 위해서 초록을 갈았네. 반대구나. 초록을 먹으려고 파랑을 갈았네.
This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself.
아유 또 꽉 찼어. 씨. 뭐 아까 모자 먹었었나? 그냥 하나 더 갈자. 비잔틴 배려모 가라.
Revelio.
자 일단 지팡이 얻었으니까 돌아갑시다. 문 열어.
Hurry, before they come.
이미 다 죽였어.
Hurry.
무서워하지 않아도 된다고. 고블린은 내가 다 처리했다고. 뭐야 이 자식.
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I
고블린
couldn't go through
착하다.
with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and
비싸 보이는
behind
것도 안
bars.
뺐지. 그리고
Locked in that infernal cell for so long,
죽이지도
they forgot I
않았지.
was even there. I overheard things.
어디
If only I could
고문하는
reward you
흔적도
for what
없어.
you've done. Blasting
고블린들 너무
goblins
착해.
stole every knut on me. All I can say is thank you.
그냥 가지고
Truly.
있는 큰 엄만 가져갔어. 고블린어 할 줄
Am I
아세요?
right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader
고블린어
ever since I
해가지고
was a
살려준
lad.
건가?
It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
몇 들은
You
말이
mentioned you
있나요?
overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ramrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizard kind. Sees us all as
뭐야?
cruel.
란록도 피해자였어?
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to
마법사가
my trading
잘못했네.
habits, always analyzing my
결국도
detailed hours.
족간이었어?
If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget.
험간이 또
Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend.
좋아요.
I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her
오블린 한
worries
100마리
outweigh
내 거야.
yours.
날 죽일 수 있을
I'm
거야.
anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading.
양배추
Thank
수확하러
you.
가야겠다.
May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
깜짝이야. 씨. 뭐야?
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
로랜드 오크스의 이야기. 서브킷 치고는 꽤 긴 캐스트네. 어디 보자. 서브킷 달 뒤에 남자 또 있네. 아 이건 그거구나. 서브킷 다 했다. 이거 두 개는 메인 캐잖아. 그러면 일단은 그 호그와트 가서 식물 좀 캐고. 못 나가네? 나가는 거 친절하게 그거를 내보내주지 않잖아. 여긴 위험한 란록의 그 거식이다라는 걸 알려주려고 그랬나?
Revelio.
자, 호그와트 가자. 의뢰원 가서 양배추 수확 좀 하고.
Deke?
뭐야?
Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack.
포획자루? 이 자식 나를 포획하려 그랬어.
Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts.
너 나 포획하려 그랬지?
Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howin said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can, on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been
아,
active in the
디크가
area.
필요의
So
방에 있는
perhaps the beasts
애였구나.
will be safer with us than out there on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily,
디크 왠지
he can
내가
show you how to
군대
best
있을
use the
때
knapsack
내
and where.
맛투임이랑 좀 비슷하게 생겼다.
Come along then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find
알았어.
Deke when you're ready to go.
잠깐만 기다려봐. 켰어? 내가 그렇게 많이 썼나? 오, 다 좋은 장비다. 어디 세팅 좀 하고. 아 이거 끼고 싶은데 데미지 모든 마법 공격 제약 데미지 어쩔 수 없지. 아 룩이 너무 별론데? 일단 껴. 룩 바꾸고. 저주? 근데 저주 의미 없긴 한데 방어력 높은 거 끼자. 거미에게 받댐. 아 모든 피해 저거 끼고 싶은데 룩이 너무 그지 같으니까. 그거 좋다. 나쁘지 않군. 아 법사라기보단 마술사 같다 야. 아니 만들어 놓고 가자. 어딨니? 자 포획자를 어떻게 쓰는지 배울 준비가 됐어.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect. Deke loves an outing.
좋아요. 뭐 하나 포획하게 해주나 보네. 나는 전투가 가능한 힘세고 강한 녀석으로 잡고
time in
싶어.
Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met.
뭐야?
A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good.
아 나보고 밀렵꾼이 되란 뜻이구나. 오케이 좋았다.
We have
밀렵
arrived.
시작이다.
Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts.
일단 이
especially
지역에
the
있는
couple
파워프
of
스캔 싹 다
puffskins
잡아.
nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
Alright. 됐어. 아 주문이야 이게? 이게 왜 주문이야? 자 투명해져.
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before. You got one.
이게 구출이야? 누가 봐도 포획인데? 이 자식 구출의 단어를 모르는 뜻을 모르는 건가? 뭐 잡아. 뭐야 이거 식물이잖아. 하나 잡으면 더 이상 없어지는 거야? 여기 있다. 들어와. 와 밀렵꾼이 될 시간이다.
Now, I'm only trying to help.
널 도우려는 거야. 아니 말이 좀 그렇다. 투명해지자. 아 도망갔어. 배치를 바꿔야겠다.
You no harm. Oh no, you don't.
팔아먹어.
There we go.
이 일대 있는 퍼프스캔은 싹 다 잡은 것 같은데? 대화해봅시다.
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack
원거
will hold.
맞지?
Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you.
네 밀렵꾼이 잡는
Now,
거랑 내가
not all
잡는 거의
beasts
차이가
will be
뭔데?
as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right, where would I find one?
4번을?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a
나무
large tree
서쪽에 둥지가
overlooking
있다.
Hogwarts. But we must be careful.
밀렵꾼
Deke has
뚝배기
seen poachers
깨고서
in the area recently.
둥지 가서
Deke
잡아야
will meet you
되나봐.
there whenever you're ready.
좋아요? 어우, 나도 텔레포트 마법 쓰게 해줘. 물론 텔레포트 비스무리한 걸 하지만 상점 좀 가서 템 좀 팔고 오자.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
아이씨.
You're back. Nice to see you again. Nice doing business with you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
4번홀 서식지. 집이 왜 이렇게 춥냐? 잠깐. 히터 꺼졌나? 히터가 외출로 돼 있었네. 안녕.
Hello,
내
Deke.
자본을
Shall we continue?
말고
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you,
보니
what with all the poachers in the area.
히포그리프 이런 거
Perhaps
못
we should work
잡나?
quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
레비오소.
What if I can't find any beasts in their usual habitat?
Beasts won't stray too far from their homes. Look nearby or simply wait a moment,
투명해져서
and
가까이
they
간
should
다음
return.
레비오스 멈추고. 너무 많은데.
Do you have any advice on how I can rescue more
미꾸라지
elusive
같아.
beasts?
Levioso is not only helpful when rescuing flying beasts, it can also help rescue beasts that are generally hard to catch. Try using that spell the next time you encounter a small or otherwise elusive beast.
동물.
Would you mind talking a bit more about what it was like working for your former master?
Deke's master was not kind to beasts, or to Deke. He saw beasts only as a source of income, to be
나도
used
팔고
for
싶다.
potion
어떻게
ingredients
팔지?
and labor and...
Deke will not say more. But Deke is grateful to be at Hogwarts, where he can help care for beasts and make amends for the things his master made him do.
Then I shall go and rescue a Jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
레비오소를 이게 레비오소인가? 이건가? 이거를 여기다가 하자. 얘네구나.
Leviosa! Everything's all right now.
두 번 해야 되는데?
I'll look after you.
두 명이지만 애들이 오지 않을까?
Professor Howin will never believe this. Leviosa. No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm.
아이 자식이. 이리 와. 싹 다 밀렵해버릴 거야.
Myself, I mean you no harm. Lewis.
이 구역에 레보놀이 나만하지 않게 아주 싹을. 없나? 아까 두 마리 있었던 것 같은데.
Revelio.
아주 그냥 싹을 뽑아버려. 여기 있다. 떨어졌어. 다 잡았다.
There, there. I'm not going to hurt you.
없겠지 진짜로. 여기 있네.
Leviosa.
많이 잡았어. 한 5마리 잡았나? 6마리?
Deke hopes your Jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
오케이. 내가 타고 다닐 정도로 큰 거는 없나? 멀지 않으니까 이거 타고 가자.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in
밤돼야
front,
되네.
but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
밤까지
Deke's
기다려야
prior
되니까
master
사람
had no
나누네.
family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the ministry. Deke was the most fortunate one, as Deke was sent to Hogwarts. Deke's friends were not as fortunate.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
자, 문카푸드 씨를 말려볼까? 이쪽 생태계를 부숴버려. L3으로 시간을 쪼개야 된다는데? 잠깐만. 아람쥐는 못 잡아? 사슴도 못 잡아? 아니 왜지? 왜 잡을 수 없는 거지? 아 얘네구나.
Now, I'm only trying to help.
왜?
I'll look after you.
카페 귀여운데?
Everything's all right now.
일로와 이것들아 어디가?
Professor Howin will never believe this.
자 밀렵의 시간이다. 이거 색깔이 더 귀여워. 어디 도망갔어? 뭐야 상자다.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
맞아 널 해치려는 게 아니야. 널 팔아먹을 뿐이라고. 있니? 근데 왜 이렇게 많아? 이렇게 많으면 다 잡고 싶잖아. 심지어 다 와도 경험치를 주잖아. 많이 잡고 싶게. 아까 한 마리 더 있었는데 얘가 마지막인가? 뭐야 마법 동물 인벤토리가 있어? 필요 예방 혹은 브루드 팩에서 동물 팔아먹어야겠네.
It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
필요 예방으로 돌아가기. 그 전에 좀 팔고 가야지. 아니다. 호그와트부터 가자. 그래도 쟤한테 보여주고 팔아야지. 팔고서 가면은 좀 밀려군 같잖아.
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide.
표정 왜 이래?
What exactly did you think of?
뭐니?
You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out.
들어가 봐야지.
Meet you
Whoa.
inside when you're ready.
2차원의 문. 오. 아니 이 정도로 넓단 말이야?
Look at this. It's amazing.
거의 이 세계인데?
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort.
사육장이 너무 큰데?
Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them. Let them see their new home.
동물 관리가 뭐야? R1? 한 종류씩밖에 안 되는데? 뭐 희귀가 있어. 빼봐. 핑크. 한 종류씩밖에 못하네.
Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and
결국은 동물
she'll
파는
give you a fair
거잖아.
price for them. Speaking of care,
돈
beasts
버는
that are
방법이
well fed and
동물
groomed will provide you
밀렵해가지고
with
파는
valuable
거네.
magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example.
아,
If you gather some magical materials from
그만.
your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
좋아요. 잠깐만. 이거 빼고.
Professor Howin will never believe this.
얘는 레어 여기 있네. 레어 넣자 레어. 자,
Wonderful.
좀 징그럽게 생겼다 가까이서 보니까. 멀리서 볼 땐 귀여웠는데. 어딨어? 너 말고 딴 거. 너도 말고. 아, 저기까지 갔어? 빗질하고 다시 후다닥 달려가서 얘도 빗질하고. 아니야, 일로와. 아니 왜 이렇게 흩어져 있어? 됐어. 3개씩 주네. 다 갖고 왔다고.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom.
Exactly. It will allow you to use your
오,
magical
옷
materials
만드는
to
건가 봐.
weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
좋아요. 일단은 그러면 4종류씩 종류별로 좀 키워야겠다. 나머지는 팔아. 나와 이 자식아.
Revelio.
다 했나? 너네 다 했니? 다 했군. 가자. 마법 배틀 구현하라고? 아유 또 귀찮게. 아 정말 귀찮아. 마법 배틀은 저쪽에다가 해야지. 어디니? 길도 모르겠다. 아이고. 아 여기 뭐 있었지? 아 이거다. 오. 장비 업그레이드. 오. 속동 추가는 어떻게 해? 오. 오. 와, 개 많아. 3이 최대인가 봐. 일단은 내가 하고 싶은 거는 그거 없나? 식물의 데미지 이거
That came out nicely.
오, 배틀
I
좋다.
should show Deke.
식물 극딜 나중에 올려야지. 그럼 오히려 빈 게 더 나은 건가? 아닌가?
I
있는
use
거를
the
바꾸면
enchanted
되니까
loom,
뭐
Deke.
비든 안 비든 상관없겠다.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
배틀은 모든 옷을
Can I
쓸 수
use
있어?
the loom to enhance any item of clothing?
The loom will only enhance clothing of a certain quality. Deke suspects you'll find more valuable
아,
clothing as you
보라 이상만 되나
explore.
봐.
Deke also knows that some of the shops in Hogsmeade can provide you with a variety of clothing for you to
그렇구만.
enhance.
고마워, 디크.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
좋아요. 이렇게 해서 동물 수렵꾼이 되었다. 이제 이거 하나 남았네. 펠트크로프트에서 세바스찬 만나기. 이거 하기 전에 호그스미드 좀 들리자.
Revelio.
이게 아닌가?
Mine now, demi-guys.
뭔지 모르겠는데 뭔가 부셔버렸어.
Revelio. Alohomora.
근데 이렇게 마법사 세계는 다 자물쇠로 열 수 있는데 에미가이즈 월석이네.
Revelio.
대체 물건을 집안에 볼 수가 없잖아. 다 훔쳐가는 거 아니야? 그냥 자물쇠 잠겨있으면 싹 다 그냥 따버리면 되는데? 그냥 이렇게 막 갑자기 민가에 쳐들어가지고 싹 다 훔쳐가잖아. 이게 맞나? 어디니? 출구를 모르겠다.
Revelio.
뭐야, 들어갔다 나오니까 아침이 됐어.
Revelio.
Mind you don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Dorical feather, it doesn't half hurt.
이 동물은 구출할 수가 없대. 와, 여기 신기한 거 많다. 보라색 두꺼비. 와, 많구만. 일단 팔읍시다.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery's St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did.
부엉이 너무
No
이상하게
care that I had
생겼어.
to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair from a Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncar fur? Derrickle feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing.
팔러
Cheeky
왔는데.
thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Derricles. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be
아니,
nowhere in
투마치
sight.
토커네.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in
아이, 개많아.
Zimbabwe's. Not surprising, I suppose. The cry on those things. Oh, but such marvelous
동물
feathers.
덕후네.
Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they
아유, 말
used to
들을 게
literally
많아요.
do.
뭐야 이거 왜
Thank you,
컹컹거려?
I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
And what do you have for sale?
동물 팔 건데 난.
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire?
와 진짜 팔 수 있네.
I don't mind selling things for certain clients. You know where to find me.
아 동물은 돈이 되는구나. 좋은데? 나중에 히포그리프나 그리폰 이런 것도 잡을 수 있는 건가 봐. 유니콘도
I'll
잡을 수
not
있네.
mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
좋아요. 비밀 동물 또 잡고 싶다. 헬트 크로포스에서 세바스찬 찾으러 갑시다. 다행히 근처에 간 적이 있어서 다행이다.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Revelio.
Over here!
Confringo.
I won't be.
You've one less follower, Ranrock.
Expelliarmus!
Confringo. Revelio.
이질 있어?
Alohomora. Leviosa.
이제 내 거야.
There, there. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. That's that. Settled. Sendo.
이건 좋은 건가 보다. 노래가 나오네.
Revelio. Wonder who lives here. Revelio.
세바스찬이다.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there, Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's.
좋아요.
This way.
어디야? 가자.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
자, 여동생이 어떻게 됐나 한번 볼까요?
Aha! Sebastian, where did you...
멀쩡해 보이는데?
What I think it is.
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never
아이고,
accept.
아이고, 숨 넘어간다.
Now look what you've done.
내가 한 짓이야? 왜 저래?
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
아니, 나는 대화도
Poor
못했어.
Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
인가 대화합시키.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. I'm all
움찔하고.
right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly.
이 게임에서 제일
It's
예쁜
nice to meet
캐릭터
you, by the
같은데?
way. You must be the new fifth year Sebastian told me
지금까지
about.
캐릭터들은
I
더 마음에
am.
안 들었는데.
Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh dear, Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother and me in line. I do miss
내가
Hogwarts.
커스터마이징한
But I wouldn't
차르더미보다
mind
더
being in
예쁘잖아.
Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. But between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home. It's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid.
아니
I'm
치료해주겠다는
getting
얘기는
tired. I
안
should
하네.
probably rest. Thank you for stopping by.
치료할 수도 있지.
I wish you well.
근데 저주는 물리적인 저기는 못하나? 이건 내 물약 세트야. 오빠 물건이 아니라고 건들지 마. 이런 거 보면 조금 눈물 나긴 하겠다. 이거 없으니까 호그와트 생활이 예전 같지 않아. 샤프는 여전히 끔찍하지만. 거식이 어딨니? 솔로몬 삼촌. 어이.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew.
아니 불 같은 건
He doesn't
본인도
know when to
마찬가지인 것
stop.
같은데.
I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
뭔가 있을
It
거예요.
could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's
지금까지
spirits
맨날
up.
1번만
You may mean
골랐는데
well,
지금
but I
처음으로
know
2번
what's best for
고른다.
Anne and
불쌍하잖아.
Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children, especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why
세바스찬
will he not
그렇다는데.
listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
좋아요. 저 죽은 놈 모가지를 따면 되는 거 아닐까?
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
마을에서 진짜 가깝네.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. The only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book.
Rather than fought with an agony difficult is there.
아 진짜.
Sad. Really it is. I won't rest.
뭐가 딜이 이렇게 센 거야?
Dead.
Revelio.
This is where you will
이거랑 뭐야 이것들아.
vegetables in combat. Ridiculous. I hate waste my time with plants. Not quite. You've made your last mistake.
그렇다고
One
하네요.
less human to worry about. I deserve better than patrol duty. Jason does not belong in battle. No! How nice of you to stop by. You're making this too easy. Jason does not belong.
식물 데미지 진짜 미쳤는데.
You're really not very good at this, are you? Vegetables and
Bindo! No! Sendo!
뭐야?
You can't stop us.
Bindo!
아유 정말.
Your spells glance off of me.
Revelio.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
괜찮아. 양배추와 물량만 있으면 다 잡을 수 있다고. 아니 잡았는데 시체가 다 어디 있냐? 루팅을 못하겠네. 하도 퍼져 있어가지고. 갑시다.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were
고블린들 다
shooting from the
죽여도
estate.
저주 안 풀려?
Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
맞아, 곡괭이질 같은 걸
So I
되게
wonder the
많이 해.
ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
어딜 가나 곡괭이질이랑 뭔가 무드질하는 데가 늘 있었어.
Revelio.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
이 집이야?
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. The house, the well, the view.
What do you mean?
어?
When?
아, 이거 그
I'll explain
네
in a
명의
second.
걔네들이 만들어준 데 거기구나.
Revelio.
거기 맞는 거 같은데? 아님 말고. 고대 마법으로 막 거시기 했던데.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
대박.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little
란록은
girl
그
and
교수들을
a drought.
노리는 건가?
The keepers have shown me other
결국
memories as
고대
well.
마법을 노리는 것
The
같은데?
girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It all has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it?
옷차림이 좀
when you put it
사기꾼
like
같긴
that.
해.
The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at
Revelio.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something
Revelio.
bigger.
어이 뭐야 깜짝이야. 공지에서 보내는 두 번째 주다. 먹을 의사 및 치유사들이 최선을 다하고 있다. 슬픔 전해진다. 역병을 쪽.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
나는 배움을 찾아 이곳에 왔지만 도움이 필요하다.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Revelio. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange.
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
but fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall. As though
언더크로프트가
it's a
뭐였지?
window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it.
아니
And
쓰는
that you
건 할
couldn't
줄
wield
아는데.
it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means.
그 오른쪽 밑에
What I do
꿈틀꿈틀거리는 거
know
뭐야?
is that my
개징그러워.
ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can, but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even ominous.
Understood. Well then, Invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
귀엽네.
I'm tempted to hold my breath.
가자. 언더크로프트로.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
뭐지? 가도부어인가?
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
글씨가 있다고 하네요. 룬 도표. 뭔가 불마법 같이 생겼는데?
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I
뭐야.
find out. I had no idea our visit to
나중에
Sian would unfold into all
하는
of
건가?
this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did.
좋아요.
I'll be in touch.
많이 안 한가?
Till then.
집의 그림자 속에서 힘들게 왔는데 아이템은 없나? 가자. 세바스찬 두고 가도 돼? 오니? 이게 일로 이어져?
Meet me near the ruins of Falbutton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
오사이가 몰래 오라고 그러네? 오사이 하나야? 퀘스트? 뭐야, 퀘스트가 분명 하나밖에 없었는데 3개가 됐네. 이건 일단 내일 하고. 또로도로도